Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into something that's a massive headache for so many businesses, the whole MEP maintenance workflow. And yeah, that's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. We're going to break down how you can automate pretty much everything from procurement all the way to warehouse management and build a system that practically runs itself. Let's get right into it. So let me ask you something. Does your current process feel kind of slow, a little clunky, maybe stuck in the past? Well, what if you could kick off that entire procurement chain, from the initial request to all the approvals to the final order, with something as simple as one WhatsApp message? That's the powerful idea we're going to explore today.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the problem. To really get why this automation is so cool, you gotta feel the pain of the old way. Let's call it what it is, the procurement bottleneck.
I bet this looks pretty familiar to a lot of you. It all starts with a simple material request, right? But from there, it's got to go through an engineer, then it gets passed to a project manager, then it lands with procurement, who sends out a request for quote, or RFQ, and then finally, the contracts team takes a look. And that's all before the warehouse even knows an order is coming. Every single one of those arrows is a handoff, another delay, and a new chance for something to go wrong. Yeah, it's really a recipe for friction. The old way is just full of it. Every time that request changes hands, that's another phone call, another email chain, another delay. It's a system that's just jam-packed with waiting time. And let's be honest, countless opportunities for human error. And all of that just slows down critical work and costs money. But what if we could just get rid of all that friction? Now, let's look at the solution. This is the new way, a total upgrade, powered by WhatsApp. Okay. Check this out. This new flow is so much cleaner. It all kicks off with a simple WhatsApp message from a technician in a field. That message instantly wakes up an AI agent that pulls out all the important data. No more manual typing. From there, Gmail automatically shoots out the approval requests. Google Sheets logs absolutely everything for perfect tracking. And a live dashboard shows you what's happening in real time. It's just a seamless, intelligent process. So what exactly is this AI agent? Honestly, just think of it like a really smart digital assistant. It's a program that can read a totally normal message like, hey, I need 4 pump bearings for building B, and it just gets it. It knows to automatically pull out the item, the quantity, and the location. No forms, no special codes, nothing. And the second that AI agent grabs the data, boom, it's logged directly into a central Google Sheet. Just look at that. The request number, the date, the status, and all the timestamps are captured instantly. This gives you a perfect audit trail. And it's the foundation for tracking all of your key performance indicators, your KPIs, automatically. And this is where that data becomes really powerful. The system immediately starts calculating metrics for you, like this one, response time. It's just the approval time minus the request time. It's that simple. No more digging through emails or spreadsheets to figure out how long things are taking. The data gives you instant insights. Now, this system is so much more than just a request logger. It can also handle one of the trickiest parts of the whole process. Let's pull back the curtain and see how it automates contracts and compliance. You can think of the system as your own digital compliance officer. It runs through a critical checklist for every single request. As you can see, it automatically verifies everything, from whether the vendor is properly registered to the warranty terms, and even checks if the quote lines up with historical prices. It makes sure every single purchase is by the book without you having to manually check a thing. And the system gets even smarter. We can actually turn those subjective feelings about vendors into cold, hard data. By scoring them on things like quality, cost, and delivery, the system calculates an objective vendor rating. This is what data-driven decision-making really looks like, helping you pick the absolute best partner for every single job. Okay, so we've handled requests and we've handled contracts. Now let's talk about managing the physical stuff. Welcome to the brains of the whole operation, the self-managing warehouse. You know, the key to never running out of parts is knowing exactly when to reorder them. And this system automates that with a really simple but powerful formula for what's called the reorder level. It's just your average consumption multiplied by how long it takes the supplier to get you more. As soon as your stock hits this level, the system automatically triggers a new purchase order. No more guesswork, no more emergencies. So what's the goal with all this control and automation? Well, it's precision. A really well-tuned system should be aiming for a number just like this: stock accuracy of 98% or even higher.
That means what your computer says you have on the shelf perfectly matches what's actually on the shelf.
So how is that measured? Well, it's a really simple comparison. We just take the recorded stock, that's the number from our Google Sheet, and we compare it against the actual stock, which comes from physically counting or scanning the items. The closer those two numbers are, the higher your accuracy, and the more you can really trust your system. All right, we've seen all the individual pieces, procurement, contracts, and the warehouse. But now for the best part. Let's put it all together and actually follow a single request from the very beginning all the way to the end.
So let's imagine a technician is on site. He needs 4 pump bearings for a critical job over in Building B. Instead of filling out paperwork or making a phone call, he just sends one WhatsApp message. That's it. That one message is the trigger for this entire automated workflow.
Now just look at how efficient this is. The request gets sent at 10 a.m. By noon, the engineer has already approved it. By 1:15, the project manager gives the final okay. And by 2 p.m., procurement has already issued the request for a quote. A process that easily could have taken days is now squished down into just a few hours. And maybe the most crucial takeaway here is that this whole process is measurable. These are the exact formulas you can use to build your own dashboard. You can track everything from how long approvals take, to your procurement lead time, to stock accuracy, giving you complete visibility and control over your entire operation. So what's the end result of all this? Well, it's a complete transformation. You get faster approvals, you get total transparency into what's going on, you're making decisions based on real data, and you've got a warehouse that practically manages itself. You've replaced that old, chaotic bottleneck with a smooth, intelligent flow of information.
And that really brings us to the end. Looking at this entire system, the question I have for you is this. If you could automate just one piece of your own workflow tomorrow, what would be the first thing you'd tackle?